Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. At this time, I would like to tell you the summary of the 3 days of the webinar which I joined few days ago. It is about how to communicate effectively in our online teaching. We as teachers have responsibility to ensure to make sure our students, our young generation to get better education, and it is very important and very useful for our nations, our country Indonesia. Before we start doing our online teachings, before that, of course, there are some requirements that we need to do. And then the first thing is about the preparations before we do our online teaching. We need to prepare the material, we need to prepare the appropriate assignment to be given to our students to make sure that they do it at home during the pandemic around the world, like just now, because of the pandemic that forced us to do online teaching. So we as teachers need to think critically what the suitable task or suitable assignment for them. And then also we as teachers also, because of the pandemic also force us to be creative, to be innovative, and also we need to have patience in ourselves to make the communications or to make our teaching learning process during the pandemic through digital platform of learning runs well, right? So it is the requirements. And also when we do when we do the communications, we as teachers become the sender of the message of the material that we do hope that our students can understand or can accept it as a new knowledge for them. And we need to make they fully engage and become good listener, not just hear what we tell them in our online teaching, but they need to become good listener, because listening and hearing is very different. And then when we do our online teachings, of course we need some tools or some material that we make it into slide, like PowerPoint slide, because in PowerPoint slide it is make us easier to explain our material. So our student also can see some sentence that we write in our slide. So in presenting the slide, there are also some skills that need to be considered about. First is because it is online teaching, so we need to make sure the positions of our camera is not too close or also not too far. So the camera should be at eye length, so our student can see our face, can see our body language. And then also when we construct the slide, the important things is because when we display some slide, we also explain it right in our online teaching. So the slide in one slide, it must not be more than 5 bullets, and then in one bullet must not more than it must not consist of more than 5 words. Just write it briefly, or just write in brief, so our students can focus on what we are saying about the slide that we display for them. Okay, and also when we presenting our material, sometimes we need to present them some data, so we can display the graphic. And also in certain situation, we can also insert pictures or image, so maybe they can see the variety in our slide. And also when we want to combine the colors in our slide, the use of colors in our slide, for example, we make some chart. So we can combine our slide, yeah, but not more than 3 colors, yeah, maximum 3. So we can use two colors in one slide. Yeah, it is the skill that I get from Mr. Nitin Prabhakar, and also mm, yeah, from Professor Tinoki also mentions the Mehrabian, when we do our classroom communications, yeah, we need to reduce the use of words, but we need to more concern on the use of tone of our voice. So we should make the tone of our voice dynamic from time to time, but it is based on our classroom situations. Yeah, when we do online teaching, if our classroom situation is very noisy, so we need to vary our tone of voice and also our body language. Maybe we also can do silence, yeah, during our online teaching, so that they will curious why our teachers is so silent. Yeah, maybe they will conscious about that. Yeah, of course, there are also some elements that we need to consider in online teaching, in our communications through a digital platform of learning. Yeah, the first is the word stress, and also the the intonations, and also other thing that related to how to make our student engage in our teaching learning process, in our online teaching, I mean. Okay, and then also we need to be, yeah, the suggested one in teaching style, it is assertive. Yeah, there are 4 teaching style actually. The first is aggressive style, and then aggressive means it is not good. Yeah, and also the passive aggressive means the teacher win, the student lose. And passive aggressive means the students win and the teacher lose. But passive style, passive means both of teacher and student lose. The 3 of the teaching style that I mentioned before, it is not good. Yeah, the best one is assertive. Yeah, assertive style means the teacher win, the student also win. Yeah, our student should do our assignment. So it is give us good feedback. So also in our teaching learning process, we need to make sure our students do not leave us during the time of online teaching, right? So yeah, it is our our challenge, yeah, to make sure that our teaching process or our online teaching style is accepted by all of our participants or all of our students in our virtual class. Okay. In doing the communications also in our online teaching, please prohibit the use of negative language or negative sentence like don't. Yeah, don't should be avoided in our online teaching, but we need to change into positive language. For example, we ask them to not speak too fast. For example, don't speak too fast, but we need to change the sentence into it is better for you to speak slowly, so your friends can understood. Your friends can understand what you mean. Yeah, for example, like that. And also, we as teachers also can vary the what is it the distance, the pace of our sentence. Yeah, we can make it fast, and also we can make it slowly, our sentence, so our students can understand what we are, yeah, what we are going to tell to them, so they can get it. Yeah, okay. And also when we do our online teaching, we are suggested to do remote framework. Yeah, remote. It is from this suggestions is from Mr. Arifin. Yeah, that tells us about the remote framework in doing our online teaching to get our goal. Yeah, the goal of our online teaching is to deliver new knowledge for our students. They can understand and then they can apply the knowledge into their daily life activities, right? So remote, it is an acronym. Yeah, remote is not a remote control of our television, but no, the remote is an acronym for doing the online teachings. Yeah, remote. R stands for reactions. Yeah, and then E stands for eye contact. M stands for manageable. O stands for organized. T stands for thoughtful, and also E stands for engagement. Yeah, when we do our online teaching, we need to know our students' reaction. Yeah, so what should we do in our online teaching? For example, we can insert the poll in our PowerPoint slide. Yeah, so the poll can be in form of questions, so our student directly answer the poll, so we can easily know their reaction. For example, how is your feeling today? Yeah, they will we can make multiple choice questions, for example, happy, sad, or others. Yeah, for example, or angry, so they can fill in the poll, yeah, based on their situation or based on their feelings, so we directly know their reactions. Yeah, if we do not use poll, we also can use our WhatsApp group. Yeah, WhatsApp groups, we can ask their conditions, so they can reply us by sending us the emoticon. Yeah, if they happy, they will smile. Yeah, give us smile emoticon and others. So there are many things that we can do in our online teaching to get our student reactions also, and also eye contact. And how do we do eye contact in online teachings? It is rather difficult, right? So there is some ways to do eye contact. Yeah, for example, do not display the slide all the time, but in some moments we can back to our screen and see their faces, so we can know that they are still there following our online teaching. And we also can what is it can do another activity. For example, we ask the questions and we need to see their response, or we need to see their answer by us asking them to write down the answer on the paper, and then they need to show the answer of our question through the paper and show it to the screen, so we can directly see, oh yeah, it is my students. Yeah, for example, so we can do eye contact like that. Yeah, there are many things that we can find the way to do the eye contact, and also manageable. Yeah, of course, because we have durations in our online teaching, so we need to manage, and also manage our steps in doing our online teaching also, and then organize. Yeah, of course, we need to organize the introductions, and then the main activity. Yeah, the pre-activity, main activity, and post activity in doing our online teaching. And of course, at the end of our online teaching, we need to ask them the feedback. Yeah, what did they learn at the day? So we need to find their response or their feedback. So we also can ask them the suggestions for next following meeting. Yeah, so it give us what is it it give us uh, so they will let know us how to fix or how to make our online teaching better, and they can understand about the material that that is given for the next meeting. And also the last is thoughtful. The other material is should be suitable to their, suitable with our syllabus, with our best competence that they need to understand, they need to comprehend. And also, and it is very useful for, we need to make sure that our material is useful for their daily life. And then the last is engagement. Yeah, it is very important, because in doing online teaching, it is rather difficult to make sure all of our participants follow our online teaching from the beginning until the end. Yeah, it is very challenging. I mean, to what is it? Felt, yeah, we need to vary our activities so they will not easily get bored in our online teaching. Yeah, I think that's all that I got from the 3 days of the webinar. And in this occasion, I would like to say thank you thank you very much, yeah, for Mr. Rafi, and also in what is it, in holding the webinars. And I do hope there will be another webinars that we as teachers can join and can get new knowledge. I end my video about, or my explanation about the summary. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.